Hello and welcome to a new video! In this episode we're continuing with our sanitary building. Surprise, surprise! And what we're gonna do now is install this sink, among others. So let's get started. So we bought this thing back in Holland for just €100 at a second-hand shop. We didn't really know what to do with it, but now we've got a nice place for it. Now we just need to get things connected. So first thing is sewage. Alright, so far the trench, now the pipes. That combiner box could use a bit more flow from a different angle, so it's good that we're doing this. I've got the pipe in, goes from the combiner box here, it splits that way for the sink, and it continues this way for the guttering system. But look at this, that's just horrible. It's far too big for this building. We're gonna change that. So I'm gonna change this 90mm pipe for a 50mm pipe. That's much better in proportion with the building. Now I'm not going to change all the pipes, I'm just removing the last tube and then put this one in to reduce the size from 90 to 50, and then we can just continue with the 50. That's better. Now the pipe I have is too long to just put it in like this, and I'm not going to continue with the gutter just yet. So I'm leaving the pipe out and we'll do that later on. But the connection is there, alright? So the pipe is nicely cemented in, everything's closed up again in the combiner box, so now we can fill in the ground again. I'll fill in the last section when the cement has cured so I can check if everything's closed up properly. So now I want to make some kind of foundation here for the sink. Damn wasps. Always have to be careful with these blocks. Every now and then there's a small wasp nest inside of one. So how am I going to do this with as less effort as possible and making sure that it's in the right location? So I want these bricks to be just below the boards of the cladding, and then in the future we're going to fill up this whole area with wood chips, so that will be about flush a little bit higher than the bricks so you don't see them anymore. Let's see how far we are. All right, good enough. That's pretty good. Now the connections. Oh, come on. It doesn't fit. That side does. Time to MacGyver again. That's not good. This needs to be lower. Okay. That should work. Now the water. Okay, let's test it out. Open the valves. 1 and 2. Oh dear, I feel wet. So something's not right. Yes, I already thought that would be a problem. Okay. Well, let's just see if it works. Water. So that's the cold water. And hot water. It's working. Now fix that connection. Take 2. That's better. Much better. Project sink done. I've covered the ground again and I've disassembled my working unit. So now we have a nice plain, and hopefully there's still some grass that will grow there this year. And now it's time for the next part. Because as you can see, if we've got the sink there, there's not that much space over here. Now we cannot really make that bigger at the moment, because then we need to build a retaining wall somewhere over here, fill it up with soil and make it flat again. And we're not going to do that now. We're going to make some fencing over here. I'm probably way too close to the edge here, so maybe it's not going to be that sturdy, but we'll have a go at it and see how sturdy it becomes. That went through like butter. That's nice for the drilling, but it's not so nice for the strength of the foundation of the poles. But hey, we'll just keep on going and see how it turns out. Meanwhile, someone has arrived with the poles. How much you got there? How much poles do you have?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Alright, the fence posts are in. As you can see, they're not perfectly aligned, but hey, what's going against it is also not perfectly straight, so we'll see how we can manage with that. So we're going to put some eucalyptus against it. I thought of putting eucalyptus posts as well, but then I read a bit of a paper from 1957 about research that has been done about eucalyptus poles, and basically it survives for like 2 to 4 years and then it's gone if it's in the ground. So yeah, we went with a fence post that we've already used for the vegetable garden, which we've bought, and hopefully those will survive a bit longer. But for the wood that's going above ground, we can use eucalyptus, and it's also easier to replace if needed. So let's get the chainsaw and get started with getting some trees out of our forest. first one is on. This post is about 10 meters long. That's pretty awesome of having a eucalyptus forest in your backyard, huh? Can you imagine what that would cost? All right, now the next one. Speed it up. And that's two. And there we have our fence. Now I turned the working ramp that I was using during the construction of our sanitary building into a makeshift retainment wall. Not sure if it'll hold up, but it only cost me like 15 minutes, half hour to build. So I'm okay with how long it will survive. Now all we need is nice big wood chips to cover the area. And then we can finally call this done. Well, almost done, but we really are getting there. Good news is there is a wood chipper like 5 minutes drive from where we live. The bad news is that it's already been closed for like 2 months for I don't know what. So I guess we'll just have to have a little bit more patience before we can order it there. And otherwise, if you know somewhere in central Portugal where you can buy big quantities of wood chips for a good price, let me know in the comments. Well, that was it for this video. See you in the next one. Ciao.